Welcome to CS Academy. In this session, I will cover what is the meaning of fluid mechanics and the first chapter in fluid mechanics, that is the properties of fluids. Let us start this session with the definition of fluid mechanics. It is the branch of science that deals with the behavior of the fluids. Okay, here the fluid means is not only a liquid, it is also gas and liquid. And mechanics is the study of behavior of motion of the bodies along with the force that is causing the motion of the body. That is, in fluid mechanics, we will study the behavior of the fluids, which the motion of the fluids and the force that is causing the fluid. Okay. If we see the classification of the fluid mechanics, the first one is fluid statics and fluid kinematics and fluid dynamics. Here fluid statics means it study the behavior of the fluids which are at rest. Okay. In fluid kinematics we will study the motion of the fluids. Okay. But here we don't consider the force that is causing the motion. But in fluid dynamics we will study same as in fluid mechanics the motion of the fluids, but we will consider the force that is causing the motion. Let us start the first chapter in fluid mechanics, that is properties of fluids. Here the first important property is density or mass density. Here to understand the mass density clearly, I am considering one cubical structure like this. Okay, so let us consider the length is 1 meter, width is 1 meter and height is 1 meter. Okay, so here the amount of or the mass of the fluid that is present in this 1 meter cube volume of the body is nothing but of density of the body. Here the amount of fluid that is mass per unit volume of the body is called as density or mass density. Why we are calling here mass density means here we are considering the weight of the fluid as mass. Okay, so here if we consider for water the total amount of mass that is present in 1 meter cube volume is 1000 kgs. Okay, per 1 meter cube volume. So that we are considering density of water as 1000 kg per meter cube. Okay, we can also write as total mass of the body per unit volume is called density or mass density. These are the units for the mass density. Here if you see the 1 meter cube volume body like this. Okay, with respect to this body we will analyze the density of the body, and the dimensions of mass density is for kg we will consider m, and for meter cube we will consider L cube, that is m into L power minus 3 T power 0. Okay, this is also important, please remember. And the second most important property in fluid properties is weight density. Okay, weight density, that is we can written as gamma. Okay, here we can written as a rho. Here gamma is nothing but of, here we are calling it as a weight density, that is in the place of mass we are considering weight, so that we can write as weight per unit volume, that is for the weight, what are the units of weight, that is newtons. Newton per unit volume means meter cube, that is total weight of the body per unit volume is nothing but of weight density. Here these are the units, and if we consider the dimensional property, that is for weight we will consider Newton. Newton we can write as kg meter per second square per meter cube. Okay, here kg meter per second square into meter cube will cancel 1 meter 1 meter, kg per second square and meter square, that is m L power minus 2 T power minus 2. This is the dimensional formula of the weight density. And the next most important property is specific volume. We can denote with a small v, that is specific volume is nothing but a volume of fluid per unit mass. Okay, that is meter cubed per kg. We can see this specific volume is inverse to the of the density. Am I right? Here density, the units are kg per meter cube, that is for specific volume the units are meter cube per kg. So we can write as specific volume is inverse total of the density of the fluid. Okay. And the next property is specific gravity, denoted with S. Here the specific gravity is also called as relative density. Okay, relative density, that is here the comparison of densities of two bodies, that is here S equal to density of any fluid per density of standard fluid. Okay, that is here standard fluid in the sense that it is water. That is, if we want to find the specific gravity of a oil, that is density of oil per density of water. This is nothing but a specific gravity. Here in denominator we are considering density of the standard fluid. To find the density, relative density of a liquid, we will consider the standard fluid as water. To find the relative density of the gases, we will consider density of the standard fluid as air. Okay, please remember these two. And here, because of the ratio of two same properties, the dimensions of specific gravity is null. That is, there is no any dimensions for the specific gravity. And the next very important property is viscosity. It is denoted with the letter mu, and it is the property of the fluid that will resist the movement of the one layer of a fluid with another layer. Okay, here I will explain with some example. Let us consider one solid boundary is like this. Okay, this is the solid boundary, and some fluid is flowing on the solid boundary with the layers form like this. Okay, let us consider the layer which is adjacent to this solid boundary will stick to this solid boundary. Okay, because of the shear, because of the viscosity. Okay, and that is a mu. And if we consider some adjacent layer which is nearer to this sticky layer, okay, it will flow with some small velocity u. Let us consider that is velocity u. And if we consider some other layer which is above to that layer, okay, it will flow with some more velocity than this one, that is let us consider u plus du. Okay, like this, if we go from the bottom to the top, the velocity of the layers will go on increasing. Okay, and if I draw the velocity distribution of these layers from bottom to the top, that will come as like a parabola, like this. Like this parabola will come. That is this is the velocity distribution. Here the velocity of the layer is 0. Here somewhat increased velocity. Here somewhat increased. Like this, from bottom to the top, the velocity of the fluid may go on increasing. Okay. Finally, let us consider, if I consider two layers like this. Okay. Let us consider two layers of velocity u and u plus du. U plus du. And if you see on the horizontal axis, I am taking this velocity variation, that is du, and in vertical axis I am taking the distance between any two layers. Here I consider the distance between these two layers is dy, and the velocity variation between these two layers is du. Okay, I am considering on the x and y axis. You may got some doubt that why the difference is getting in between the velocities of these two layers means there will exist some shear stresses between these two layers. That's why the velocity may get a difference between any two layers of this flowing velocity. Okay, here the developed shear stress tau is directly proportional to the value, that is variation of velocity with respect to the distance between any two layers. Okay, this is very important, and this tau is directly proportional to this value. Here I will consider example as like this. Sigma is directly proportional to strain. Here if I remove this proportionality limit, I am getting one constant as elastic constant, that is sigma equal to epsilon into E. Like this here also, if I remove this proportionality limit, I will get one constant of fluid property, that is viscosity into du by dy. Here if we compare these two equations, here this is the normal stress, this is the shear stress, this is the strain, this is also a strain, that is called a strain rate. Okay, that is a strain rate or a shear strain. Okay, this is mu is nothing but of this viscosity. For this we are discussing this total concept. Okay, The equation is tau equal to mu into du by dy. Here we want the viscosity mu, that is tau by du by dy. Okay, this is the viscosity, and this question is asked in 2019. Find viscosity with the help of the shear stress and rate of shear strain. And here if we compare the units, here tau is the shear stress in the sense that Newton per meter square, and du is the velocity change, that is velocity is nothing but of meter per second, per dy means there is distance between any two leads, distance is meters. Okay, this is the units of the viscosity. If we see dimensions, that is Newton second per meter square. Newton we can write as a kg meter per second square into second by meter square. Here 1 second get cancelled, 1 meter get cancelled, that is kg per meter second, that is m l power minus 1 t power minus 1. It is the dimension of the viscosity. If we see units of this viscosity in different systems, in MKS system the units of viscosity can be written as kg force second per meter square, and in CGS system we can write as dyne second per meter square. In SI system we can write as Newton second per meter square. These three systems are important, please remember these formulas. And this Newton per meter square can be written as Pascal in the second, and this viscosity units can also be written as Pascal second. Here 1 Pascal second is 10 poise, that is 1 poise is nothing but of 0.1 Pascal second or 0.1 Newton second per meter square. Okay, in exams they will also give like this. Okay, and the next important property is kinematic viscosity. This can be denoted by the letter nu. Okay, here kinematic viscosity is written as nu equal to viscosity per density. Okay, here, and if you see the units of kinematic viscosity nu, that is viscosity Newton second per meter square, and density kg per meter cube. Okay, here Newton can be written as kg meter per second square into second by meter square per kg per meter cube. This total can be written as meter square per second. This is the units of kinematic viscosity. If we see dimensions of kinematic viscosity, this meter in the sense that L square t power minus 1. This is the dimensions of the kinematic viscosity. And here nu is the kinematic viscosity and mu is the dynamic viscosity. You may get doubt that what is the difference between these kinematic and dynamic viscosities. Okay, I will tell you next. Now we will see the difference between dynamic viscosity and kinematic viscosity. If we see the units of dynamic viscosity, we can write as Newton second per meter square. Okay, if you see kinematic viscosity units, that is meter square per second. Okay, if we compare the units of both these viscosity properties, here there is a property, there is a dimension of Newton. Here there is no any Newton. Here Newton means it is a unit of force. That is force we will consider in case of dynamics only. Okay, but here there is no any unit which is considering as a Newton. That's why here we are denoting this viscosity as kinematic viscosity, and here we are denoting because of this Newton as a dynamic viscosity. Okay, that is the difference only. There is no any difference between these two dynamic and kinematic viscosities. Don't confuse. Okay. And next important property is the cohesion and adhesion of the fluids. Here to understand cohesion and adhesion, let us consider one example. Here I am taking some water in the tub like this, and I poured some oil drops in the water. Okay, here if we see there are some water droplets like this, water droplets, and oil droplets like this. Okay, if the attraction force between these both the water droplets is considered as cohesion, and the attraction between the water molecule and the oil droplet is considered as adhesion. That is, the attraction between any two same molecules is considered as cohesion, and the attraction between any two different molecules is considered as adhesion. That is only, okay. And here viscosity, that is mu, is due to that of the cohesion only, because here viscosity means the resistance of flow of any two layers of the fluid. That is, let us consider these are the layers of the fluid. The attraction between those two same water molecules or same fluids is nothing but of cohesion only. So that we will consider this viscosity is because of the cohesion only, not because of adhesion, okay. And if you see the graph between the viscosity versus temperature of the fluids, okay, on y-axis and x-axis, here for gases the viscosity may increase with the increase of the temperature, because due to the intermolecular collisions of this gas molecules, the viscosity increases with the temperature. But if we consider this is for gases, and if we consider for liquids, the viscosity will decrease with increase of the temperature, okay. This is for liquids. Here the important formula to remember is this kinematic viscosity mu is directly proportional to temperature power 3/2. Here T is nothing but of absolute temperature. Let us consider absolute in the sense that if temperature T is at 20 degrees centigrade, we should add T equal 20 plus 273, that is 293 Kelvin. That is, that absolute temperature means it should be in Kelvin. So this is very important formula. This question is asked in 2016 GATE Mechanical, okay. And these are the important properties of the fluids, and some of other properties are there like surface tension. We will do in the next video. Thank you for watching.